Hi there, I'm Chris Venn from Legacy. Welcome to Marketing Mondays. It's not uncommon to hear advisors talking about their marketing and saying, "Hey, it's not working," or "I don't get a lot out of my marketing," or "I'm not making progress the way I want to." Maybe you've said those things in the past, or maybe you feel those things right now. And if that's the case, even if it's not the case, there's something I want to encourage you to do, and that's to measure. And measuring doesn't sound like a sexy and exciting marketing activity, but measuring your marketing is critical. It's if you're making an outlay of some percentage of your revenue or your gross profit or your net operating income, like what's left at the end of the year is okay. That'll be my budget for next year. However, it is you allocate dollars for marketing, and in lots of cases, it's ad hoc, which is it can work to a degree, but if you're going to invest in marketing, if you're going to invest time, money, attention, relationships, space in your brain, if you're gonna invest those things, then you've got to measure it. And so, what I want to encourage you to do is do some really simple measurement this week. So, and think about it in two ways, because marketing is about getting the right people to move closer to you. And so, the one thing to measure is what's the actual number of new relationships that you've created. So, how many new people have you met or connected with? The second is how many people have you moved closer to you from a process point of view. So maybe they receive some information from you. That's step one, and then step two is that they interact with you in some way along the way, or email you back or something like that. Well, that's another good measurement. And then the next would be how many people have agreed to come to a meeting with you or have a dialogue with you. But look at those measurements. So what's been the progress that's happened there? And you may have put a little bit of energy into your marketing, but are you really driving it? Or are you just kind of doing things every now and then being frustrated that your marketing's not working? You want to keep going at this and keep pushing at it. You also want to measure your costs. And for each of the activities that you're doing from a marketing point of view, look at what you spent and then look at the number of new relationships that came out of it. And you can start to say, all right, so my cost per new relationship looks like this. So you start to get an idea of what you should be investing along the way. Also, the what's the cost for each new meeting? At the end of the day, what got invested? So you can start to really see those numbers. I want to encourage you to measure it. It's one thing to be frustrated. It's one thing to be annoyed or not happy with your results, but it's another to do something about it. And this is something that you can do that'll start to shine some light on some things that are working and maybe some things that aren't working so well. Something to think about. Welcome to a new week.